Former top Trump advisor and right-wing podcast host Steve Bannon was released from a federal prison in Connecticut this morning. It comes just days ahead, of course, of the presidential election.
Bannon is the former chief strategist for the Trump White House. He has now completed his almost 4-month sentence stemming from his conviction on contempt charges. Bannon was convicted for contempt of Congress in 2022 after he defied a subpoena from the House committee that was investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Came with a $6,500 fine. At the time, Bannon said he had no regrets.
I'm proud of going to prison. If this is what it takes to stand up to the Garland, corrupt, criminal DOJ, if this is what it takes to stand up to Nancy Pelosi, if this is what it takes to stand up to Joe Biden, I'm proud to do it.
Now, Bannon plans to hold a press conference later today here in New York City. NBC News Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Dilanian joins us now. Hey, Ken, good morning. So let's rewind for a minute. Back in May, Bannon tried to appeal his conviction in this case, but had failed. Remind us what he was found guilty of and the specific connection to January 6th.
Good morning, Savannah and Joe. That's right. Well, we don't actually know his specific connection to January 6th because he never turned over that material that the January 6th committee demanded via subpoena. And that was the point. He defied Congress. He was convicted by a jury of contempt of Congress. He managed to delay imposition of the sentence for 2 years. And finally, a Trump-appointed judge ordered him to prison, where he spent 4 months at a low-security facility in Danbury, Connecticut. I mean, we know he was at the Willard Hotel in a so-called war room while folks were planning how to delay the certification of votes on January 6th. But there's a lot that's still unknown about Steve Bannon's role in all of that, guys.
So, Ken, Bannon has made false claims about voter fraud in the 2020 election on his podcast. He's also alluded to retribution against Trump's political opponents. Have we heard anything from him recently since before he went into prison? Do we feel like he's still part of Trump's inner circle?
Yeah, most experts in MAGA world feel that he definitely is part of Trump's inner circle. He's got a very popular podcast that continued on while he was in prison. Some people call him the intellectual lodestone of MAGA world. I mean, he's really an idea person, and he's been driving a lot of ideas that people believe will be implemented if Donald Trump is elected president. And we'll see today exactly what he says. But most folks believe he will remain a key part of the movement.
What do you think that means for the MAGA movement, his return to the public eye, and any other legal trouble he's dealing with?
Well, Savannah, some people think it could energize the MAGA movement, but you're absolutely right to mention he is facing another serious criminal case in New York State where he's charged with fraud in connection with efforts to raise money for a charity called Build the Wall. And he's scheduled for trial in that in December. So Steve Bannon's legal troubles are not over. Joe and Savannah.
All right, Ken, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.